The software that we're going to use is called EdrawMind, and it's developed by Wondershare. As we can see, it has a very nice user-friendly interface and is trusted by over 25 million users and leading brands. So the link to the site in the description of this video. So all we have to do is download it for your operational system. It is available for Windows, Mac, Linux, Web, Android, and iOS. So now I already have downloaded the program. Let's open and see how it looked like. So this is the initial window of the software. You can choose here from blank templates, or you can select a local example that has already a template with a complete mind map from which you can make your own. If you want more templates, you can click here in more templates and you are directed to the mind map gallery tab, from which you can choose different categories. I can click work and select a template that is already uploaded by a EdrawMind user. In our case, we are going to select a blank template. I'm going to click here on the right map. Okay, so in this window, we have our working space. We also have different tabs. We have the home, page, style, slideshow, advanced. And here in the right side of the screen, we have the toolbars. So this is the mind map toolbar. This is the style toolbar. This is the mark toolbar. And lastly, we have the clip art toolbar. So let's start to introduce the main features of the software. So first things first, whenever you select an object, this toolbar will appear where you can control the text, the shape. For example, you can choose the shape, you can choose the fill, you can also control the border, color, you can control the branch, how the connections, the style of the connections, and you can also change the connector colors. And if you click more, you have more options. It is also important to highlight that every change that you can make in this toolbar, you can also make in the style toolbar. So here you have the font, topic, border, and branch. So you can use this one or either this one. So we can change the mind map property in the map toolbar. We can change between different layouts. Here we can change the spacing, the horizontal spacing and vertical spacing between the topics. Let's choose 50-50 and they adjust. We can reset. And if you want to drag and drop the topics, we can select the branch free positioning and then we can simply rearrange the topics. Let me come back to the map toolbar. We can change the theme. So there are different options as we can see here. We can change the background. We can choose a solid background. We can choose a picture. And these are the options to control the mind map as a whole. So now I'm going to show you some basic features to help you create your first mind map. If you double click on the mind map title, you can change it. Let's put my first mind map. And you can do the same for topics by double clicking. I'm not going to change for the sake of time. You can add a new topic by coming here and clicking on topic. Let me delete, or you can just use the enter, which will create a new topic for you. You can create a subtopic to a topic by clicking in the topic that you want to create the subtopic for and click subtopic. Let's delete this one. And you can, to create a subtopic using a shortcut, you select the topic and use the shortcut tab. So the subtopic is created. What else can we do? We can also add relationships between the objects. So let me select relationship, and I want to create a relationship between this subtopic and this topic. And then I can write here and change the style of this line using this toolbar. What else? We can add callouts to a topic, so we can write some notes. We can also add a boundary to a given topic like this. Note that whenever you select an object, you can change its property in the style toolbox. For example, if I select in the main topic, I can change it. And also if I select this line, I can change it here or here. What else can we add? Let's delete this one. We can also add a summary to a topic. like this. And we can add a summary for this topic. We can also, let me delete this. We can also add a picture to our mind map. Let me add this one. This picture is working as a floating topic. I can connect it as a topic by coming in here and drag and drop. So my picture is now a topic of my mind map. Let me rearrange. Okay. We can also add a note to a topic here. And let's type this is a note. We can put, okay. So we have here this note icon indicating that there is a note in this topic. What else? One feature that I really like, because I work with research, I can add an attachment to a file. So how can we do this? We select a topic and we can come here in attachments. And then we can select an image, a file, whatever. Let me select, just for the sake of time, anything here. Okay. And I add an attachment to this topic. So whenever I click this icon, my attachment will be open. For me, it's really useful. What else? You can also add a hyperlink to the internet. You can add a comment. Let's say it's comments and send. And here you have the comments icon. It is important to highlight that there are some features that are not available in the free version of the software. For example, if I want to add a formula, let me just type anything and confirm. It's going to ask me to upgrade to the Pro version. The free version of the EdrawMind allows you to create 100 topics and also allows you to create only 2 pages. To create a new page, you just click here and a new page is generated, which is my opinion, it's more than sufficient for personal use. So that's all for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed the content, and if you have liked it, please subscribe to the channel. Be safe.